Good morning, guys. Hey, I just got done with my PIO workout and I'm sitting here doing my personal development. And I was reading over the chapter, The Law of the Process, because I didn't go through and do my assignment. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to spend some time this morning just writing out the assignments. And I just wanted to share with you some of my thoughts. Leadership is something that many people I find say it's not for me, or I'm not a good leader, or you're just naturally good at leadership. And I think about Roosevelt in this chapter, where he talks about the fact that all the cards were kind of stacked against him, that he was meek and he had debilitating asthma and he was very thin and he had poor eyesight. And I thought to myself, man, and you became a New York City police commissioner and the president of the United States, and you worked out every day and you read personal development, but you had poor eyesight and you were super thin. Like, that took a lot of gusto, a lot of, I'm sure, daily struggle. And he was nervous and he was timid. So, how many of you are sitting here going, I'm just nervous about leadership. I'm just nervous about growing my team. I'm kind of a shy person, and maybe you are fit. Maybe you don't struggle physically, but mentally you just feel like you're weighed down and you start to get down on yourself and you just begin to say, leadership's not for me. Or you start to say, these are all the reasons why I can't do this. And I'm sure that went through Roosevelt's mind a million times. He thought, I'm not cut out for this. But in the end, the one thing that kind of sticks out for me is that he read about people he admired. And the one thing I highlighted was fearless. He had an admiration for people that are fearless. And I think about myself. Like, I'm a nervous person. I'm kind of shy. I'm fit. I'm super fit, but I'm not a supermodel. I don't feel that I'm a great leader. I've never taken great leadership training courses. I'm self-taught. I studied people who were great leaders. I am fearless. And so what I want to challenge you guys today is to become fearless, is to say to yourself, I am going to do it no matter what, and improve yourself every single day. Leadership is a process. And like they talk about in this book, like, you don't just today start studying this book and automatically become a leader. And what I liked is it's not next week or next month. It's like years of practice and trying and reading new books every single month and listening to audio. And at first you're like, gosh, that sounds like a lot of work, and I don't know if I really want to put in all of that work. Then maybe you're not cut out to be a great leader. Leadership is like your faith. If you're faith-based, you go to church every Sunday, you say your prayers at night. It's a choice you make because it's a lifestyle you want to lead. It's the faith. It's what you want to bring your kids up in. And it's the same thing with this business and with leadership. It's a process of coming into this great leadership position. And so while you're sitting here, I want you to tell yourself, the good news is being a leader is something that everybody can do. It's not cut out for this specific type of person. Think about Roosevelt, right? He was not a great leader at first. He was the underdog. You would not have expected him to be amazing. But everyone and everybody has the potential, but it's not accomplished overnight. Perseverance is one of the big things. It's absolutely something you can do, but it takes a lifetime. So as you're sitting here, ask yourself, am I a good learner? Am I self-disciplined? And do I have perseverance? And if each day you set your intention to be a little better than you were the day before, you're going to find that your leadership begins to grow and develop and you become an amazing leader. So I want you guys to really think about that today and recognize where you fall with chapter 4 in the law of the process. What phase do you feel like you're in right now? I'll tell you, at the beginning of my business, I was at the point where I was trying to lead, but nobody was following me. I was in charge, but nobody was following, right? I had a bunch of coaches on my team that didn't have the same vision that I was. But over time, by being in that leadership position, by struggling, by personal growth and development, I started to move towards stage 4, where I was beginning, in stage 5, where I was realizing I had skill, I was starting to have leadership, people were following me, and I was beginning to inspire people. So today, I just want you to really think about that, and I want you to take action and really sit down and be honest with yourself and say, you know, what steps do I see the leaders in our organization taking to become a better leader? And what do I need to do to become a better leader myself? And take the whole I'm not a good leader out of the equation, because you can be a good leader. You just have to set the intention, be fearless, be disciplined, and persevere in the face of adversity. Think of yourself like Roosevelt. Where do you want to be 20 or 30 years from now? You might not be the president of the United States, but if you can inspire and lead people, if you can bring up your kids to be great leaders, to be confident, to be fearless, to instill in them values, to know that they can do anything that they want, how cool would that be to just affect the people closest to you by the choices you make? All right. Have a good day, leaders, and I'll talk to you soon.